Did you know that Weird Al collects vans? Or that he once wrote a song with the words from Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham? Well, I'll tell you all about it. But first, let's check out how the weird one became so weird. Some artists cross over multiple genres, but Weird Al Yankovic defies entertainment categories altogether. He's a talented musician and songwriter that occupies a unique space between pop star and comedian. And since his debut in the 80s, he spoofed countless artists like Michael Jackson, Madonna, Coolio, Queen, Nirvana, and more. And audiences keep wanting more. Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Leo Camacho, and we're here to show you all things weird, so get your silly on, because MicDrop is counting down 107 music facts about Weird Al Yankovic. Let's go. Fact number 1. Alfred Matthew Yankovic was born on October 23rd, 1959 in Downey, California. He was raised in nearby Linwood as an only child. Fact number 2. He was a larger than average baby, born at 9 pounds and 3 ounces. Wow, I guess he was a huge hit from the beginning. Fact number 3. Alfred's mother was extremely protective. She would use a marker to cross out images of any uncovered female body parts in magazines. She would watch him with binoculars during gym class. His house was right across the street from the school, but still, that's a little much. Fact number 4. Al started kindergarten a year early and skipped 2nd grade. Unfortunately, he got teased for his advancement, but said, "I learned to run pretty fast so I didn't get beat up a lot." Fact number 5. He started playing the accordion around 7 years old when a door-to-door salesman solicited taking accordion or guitar lessons from a local music school. Fact number 6. Part of the reason they chose the instrument was because Grammy winner Frankie Yankovic, known as America's Polka King, was considered one of the best accordion players in the world. Though the two families have the same name, they were actually not related. Fact number 7. Another reason his mother wanted him to learn the accordion was that she figured it was much easier to play as your own one-man band than with a guitar, which you usually needed a full band of musicians to play with. Fact number 8. Al remembers being as young as 8 years old and amusing his friends by writing parodies of the songs on the radio. Fact number 9. Growing up, Al's biggest influences were comedians Alan Sherman, Tom Lehrer, Spike Jones, and Stan Freberg. Fact number 10. He learned about these artists through the Dr. Demento radio show broadcast on KPPC FM. It was a weekly show about rock and roll rarities in the 70s, but Dr. Demento had a naturally offbeat sense of humor, so the show evolved to include obscure rock records and funny songs by the likes of Monty Python, Frank Zappa, and many others. Fact number 11. Al graduated high school as valedictorian of his class, and he was only 16. His graduation speech was about the polar ice caps melting, drowning the earth. Typical Al. Fact number 12. He went on to study architecture at the California Polytechnic State University of San Luis Obispo. Fact number 13. Al combined his love for music and comedy in college as the host of a radio show for the campus station KCPR. He started using the name Weird Al because it fit better with the weird music he was playing on the program. Fact number 14. Weird Al met his friend Joel Miller in college. The duo started playing music together at the campus coffee house, with Joel on bongos and Al on accordion. Fact number 15. Between high school and his college radio show, Al had a number of jobs, including part-time accordion teacher, mailroom worker, radio syndication station worker, and the accordion repo man. Al calls the last one his worst job ever. He had to drive to kids' houses and retrieve accordions loaned to them by schools after they had stopped taking lessons. Fact number 16. Al submitted his first funny song, Belvedere Cruisin', to Dr. Demento in 1976. It's about Al's experience driving around Linwood in his parents' Plymouth Belvedere. Dr. Demento's fans voted it in the top 10 most requested songs. Fact number 17. Playing live and writing humorous songs was Al's long-term goal, but he was still finishing up school. During his final year in college, Al wrote a parody of My Sharona, a huge hit at the time for new wave band The Knack. Al and Joel recorded My Bologna in a bathroom across the hall from his campus radio show. Fact number 18. My Bologna was an even bigger hit with Dr. Demento listeners. It was the #1 most requested song for weeks. Go Al! Fact number 19. Al sent a copy of the song to Doug Feiger of The Knack, who listened and passed it on to Capitol Records. The label offered Al a 6-month recording contract, and when Al finally met the band, he presented them with a giant bologna in thanks. Fact number 20. The fun didn't last, unfortunately. Al re-recorded My Bologna in a professional studio, but Capitol didn't know how to market him. He fell somewhere between serious artist and novelty. The label dropped him soon after. Fact number 21. The setback actually proved to be a good thing for Al. He returned to Dr. Demento's studio where he met John Bermuda Schwartz. John volunteered to be his drummer for a performance of a new Weird Al parody spoofing Queen's Another One Bites the Dust, called Another One Rides the Bus. Without a drum set, John just banged along on Al's accordion case. Hey, whatever works. Fact number 22. Dr. Demento got calls from radio stations all over the country looking for copies of Another Rides the Bus. The song got a wide release on TK Records, but the label, famous for its disco records in the late 70s, eventually went out of business. Fact number 23. Al put his first band together for a tour in 1982. Bassist Jim Chemo West and guitarist Steve J joined Weird Al and Bermuda Schwartz on tour opening for Missing Persons. During their performance at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium, fans threw keys, cups, glasses, and other debris at the band. Guess they didn't know what to make of the accordion. After the show, a 12-year-old boy even told Al that the band sucked. Ouch. Fact number 24. Weird Al was offered another contract with Scotti Brothers Records in 1982, despite a mixed reaction to his music. The self-titled debut album was released a year later. Though it was not an immediate hit, it did go on to receive gold certification in the US. Fact number 25. The album was produced by Rick Derringer. Rick is best known for his song Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, as well as his work with the McCoys and the Winter Brothers. Fact number 26. Al benefited from the rise of MTV. His brand of humor was ideal for music videos, and the format helped him become a household name. Weird Al shot up in pop culture with his parody of Michael Jackson's Beat It in 1984. The video was a shot-for-shot recreation of Jackson's hit, spoofed as Eat It, using even the same actors and sets. Fact number 27. The success of the video led to the development of Al TV, an MTV special in which Al picked his favorite music videos and performed sketches in between them. Fact number 28. One of the most famous sketches from the show features Al interviewing famous celebrities. The gag is that the celebrity portions are actually cuts from pre-existing interviews with Al's commentary edited in between them. A popular example is Al's 1986 interview with James Brown, in which he jokingly accuses James of stealing his dance moves. Fact number 29. Eat It propelled Al and his band into sold-out concerts and scored a Grammy for Best Comedy Recording in 1984. He became known as the Eat It guy to those not already familiar with Weird Al's zany music. Fact number 30. Eat It also showed the musical abilities of Al's band. They recreated the song note by note, even pulling off the original Beat It guitar solo by Eddie Van Halen. Fact number 31. The song was off Al's second album, Weird Al Yankovic in 3D, which was one of People magazine's top 10 albums of the year. Other tracks on the album spoof songs by The Police, Bob Marley, and Survivor's Eye of the Tiger from the movie Rocky III. It also includes a track I Lost on Jeopardy, which parodies off a hit by the Greg Kihn Band with lyrics about the famous TV show Jeopardy. Fact number 32. 3D also introduced a new tradition to Weird Al records. From his second album on, Al always included a polka medley of contemporary hits. Unlike his other parodies, these tracks consist of original lyrics from various songs performed in a classic polka style. Fact number 33. Spin Magazine voted Weird Al Yankovic in 3D number 17 on its list of all-time greatest comedy records. Fact 34. Al turned to Rick Derringer again to produce Dare to Be Stupid in 1985. It was the first comedy album released on CD instead of vinyl, since CDs were new technology at the time. Fact 35. The album track, This Is Life, was the theme to the gangster movie parody, Johnny Dangerously, starring Michael Keaton. Fact 36. Yoda, another track on 3D, was originally played by the Dr. Demento shows years earlier when The Empire Strikes Back came out. It's a parody of the King song, Lola. Fact 37. When performing Yoda in concert, Al and the band often break into an a cappella medley. Anyone else want to see a Weird Al and the Pentatonics collaboration? Fact number 38. Dare to Be Stupid also includes a parody of Madonna's hit Like a Virgin called Like a Surgeon. It is the only parody in Weird Al's catalog based on a suggestion from someone else. Madonna herself came up with it and joked about the title to a friend, who then told Al's manager, who then told Al. Fact number 39. The video for Like a Surgeon was filmed in a real hospital that had recently gone out of business. That explains why they were allowed to bring in a line and let it roam the halls. Fact number 40. Al parodied the song I Want a New Drug by Huey Lewis and the News, but the track has a controversial history. Huey Lewis sued Ray Parker Jr. for using his medley as the basis for the Ghostbusters theme song without his permission. But Huey did give Weird Al permission to parody the song as I Want a New Duck. I guess ducks are more likable than ghosts. Fact 41. Al and Huey poked fun at the situation in 2013 in an American Psycho-themed Funny or Die video. In the sketch, Huey murders Al to get revenge for mocking his song. Fact 42. The song Slime Creatures from Outer Space is a parody of mid-20th century sci-fi soundtracks. Al plays an instrument called the theremin in the song. Theremins are a unique musical instrument because you don't actually touch them when you play. They're played by waving your fingers and hands around an antenna to manipulate electromagnetic fields. Fact 43. One song on Dare to Be Stupid is more personal than the others. One More Minute is about a real-life breakup Al went through during the recording of the album. He rips up a picture of his ex in the music video. Fact 44. The track Dare to Be Stupid is a style parody on the band Devo. The band's leader, Mark Mothersbaugh, called it the most beautiful thing he had ever heard. Fact 45. In the Dare to Be Stupid video, Al stands in front of a huge screen called an interocitor. The device first appeared on The Island's Earth, a sci-fi book and movie from the 1950s. Fact 46. Scotti Brothers Records included the song Dare to Be Stupid on its soundtrack for the Transformers the movie in 1986. In the story, the song represents the pop culture savvy race, the Junkions, from Planet Junk. Fact 47. Later, in 2009, Weird Al played Wreck-Gar in an episode of Transformers the Animated Series called Human Error Part 2. Fact 48. Dare to Be Stupid also includes the only true cover song Al ever recorded. The George of the Jungle theme song is presented without any lyrical changes or polka twists. Fact 49. Al has always gone out of his way to get the okay from the artist whose song he parodies. The only artist to turn him down repeatedly was Prince. Too bad we never got to hear any of Al's spoofs of Kiss or 1999. Time for the lightning round. Although Prince was the only artist to continually turn down Weird Al, there are other artists who were totally not happy with Al giving their songs a makeover. So let's check out some of his parody ideas that almost could have been hits. Sir Paul McCartney denied Al's request to turn Live and Let Die into Chicken Pot Pie. pie. Paul is a strict vegetarian and objected to a song about eating animal flesh. Although Weird Al is also a vegetarian, he believed that tofu pot pie just wasn't as funny, so he never made the spoof. But he did play a small snippet of it in some of his concerts. Fact number 51. Weird Al also approached Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page about spoofing their song in a polka medley. Jimmy refused, but he did allow Al and his band to perform a riff from Black Dog in his parody of R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet called Trapped in the Drive-Thru. Fact number 52. Fans scratched their heads at this next one. The liner notes of Al's 1997 album Bad Hair Day include a special thanks to Weezer, yet there's no Weezer spoofs on the album. Weird Al later cleared up the confusion, writing that a spoof of Buddy Holly was in the original version of the alternative polka, but Weezer frontman Rivers Cuomo wanted it taken out at the last minute after the Bad Hair Day artwork was already finished. Al eventually released a clip of the song on his website. Fact number 53. You may remember Daniel Powter from his 2005 hit song Bad Day that was played everywhere. Al suggested a parody track titled You Had a Bad Date, but Daniel wasn't up for the idea. He later changed his mind, but the recording process on Al's Straight Outta Linwood album was too far along and the song never got made. Fact number 54. The artists aren't the only ones with a say. After James Blunt agreed that Weird Al could transform You're Beautiful into You're Pitiful, Atlantic Records stepped in and refused on the grounds that the parody might hurt James' public image. You're Pitiful was later released online. Fact number 55. Al devoted 2 pages of his blog to the story behind his parody of Lady Gaga's Born This Way. He received word that she would only approve Performed This Way if she heard the spoof first. After recording and sending over the song, word came back that Gaga gave a definitive no. So he didn't include it in his album Apocalypse, but put a version of the song online. Outpouring was overwhelmingly positive for the song, even from Lady Gaga herself. Turns out, Lady Gaga's manager admitted to never even letting her hear Perform This Way before that. She quickly gave her permission and the song became a hit for Al. He even wanted to stay true to the original song's purpose as the LGBT anthem, so he donated all proceeds to the Human Rights Campaign. Fact number 56. Eminem agreed to a parody of his track Lose Yourself called Couch Potato. Al recorded the song for his album Poodle Hat and wanted to release it as his lead single, but that's where Slim Shady put his foot down. M didn't want it to be the lead single or to have a music video. He worried that the video might make fans take him less seriously as a hip-hop artist. Fact number 57. During a low point in his career in the early 90s, Al wondered if he should parody Michael Jackson for a third time since Eat It and Fat were such huge hits. Well, the king of pop thought the message of racial equality in his song Black or White was too serious for a parody called Snack All Night. So Al did not record the song, but he plays it in concert once in a while. Fact number 58. Coolio also thought his song Gangsta's Paradise from the movie Dangerous Minds was too serious to be spoofed. He publicly came out against Al's Amish Paradise at the 1995 Grammys. Coolio said he never gave Al permission to parody his song in the first place, but Al maintained that his record label got the okay. Years later, the dispute was settled when Coolio apologized for the misunderstanding. That's very, cool of him. Fact number 59. Weird Al made a parody of the U2 song Numb in the mid-1990s, which the band wouldn't sign off on. But the more interesting thing is that the lyrics of the song were taken from the Dr. Seuss book, Green Eggs and Ham, and he couldn't get permission from the Seuss estate to release the song. That's the end of the lightning round. Which parody would you have wanted to hear the most? Comment below and let us know. But for now, back to the facts. Fact number 60. Al wanted to do a parody of When Doves Cry for Dare to Be Stupid, but he decided against it without Prince's blessing. He did, however, parody Prince's image in the music video for UHF. Fact number 61. While on tour promoting Dare to Be Stupid, one request in his rider was to have a Hawaiian shirt at each stop. Fact 62. During that tour, he also started accumulating a huge collection of Vans sneakers. Today, he owns over 100 pairs. Fact number 63. Al likes to parody more than just music. The ad for his shows at New York's Beacon Theater showed him mimicking a poster for Bruce Springsteen's legendary shows at the Bottom Line in the late 70s. Fact number 64. Dare to Be Stupid helped Al land his first appearance on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson in 1986. The same TV studio was used a decade later for The Weird Al Show, a children's show similar to Pee-wee's Playhouse. The premise was Al, who lives on a cave 20 miles below the surface of the Earth, saves a television executive from danger and is rewarded with his own TV series. Fact number 65. Al's next project was a mockumentary about himself called The Complete Al. The title is a parody of the documentary about the Fab Four called The Complete Beatles. Fact 66. Under pressure to stay relevant in the fast-changing world of pop culture, Al quickly turned out his next album, Polka Party. It is his worst-selling record to date, barely cracking the Billboard charts and leaving Al wondering if his career was over. Fact 67. The Weird One turned yet again to Michael Jackson. Fact, Al's parody of MJ's Bad helped save his career. Just like with Eat It, Al did a shot-for-shot remake of Michael's video. He spent 3.5 hours each day putting on makeup and a fat suit to play the video's main character. Fact number 68. Fat won a Grammy in 1988 for Best Concept Music Video. See, Fat is trendy in Hollywood. Fact 69. Al's next big video was for a song called Money for Nothing, Beverly Hillbillies. It parodies Dire Straits' Money for Nothing, one of the hugest hits on MTV in the 80s. Mark Knopfler of the Dire Straits appears in the video. Fact 70. The video became a major part of UHF, Al's first feature film. Al described the movie by joking, "It's kinda like Purple Rain, but it's intentionally funny." Fact 71. In UHF, Al runs a small television station. This premise allowed him to parody music videos, movies, sitcoms, game shows, children's shows, commercials, and a number of other genres. The cast includes many celeb cameos including Fran Drescher, Victoria Jackson, Emo Phillips, and Michael Richards. Yep, Richards got one of his first big roles along Weird Al before he went on to play Cosmo Kramer in NBC's Seinfeld. Fact 72. The term UHF refers to a time before digital cable, when TV channels were still transmitted through an antenna. The UHF stations, or ultra-high frequency stations, were the non-standard stations on channel 14 and above. This meant they could show alternative programming that was not welcome on the standard VHF stations, or very high frequency stations, channels 2 through 13. Fact 73. The movie was renamed The Vidiot from UHF for international release, so global audiences had some context for the title. Vidiot is a slang term for someone that is so consumed by videos, TVs, or games that they lose touch with reality. Fact 74. Gene Kirkwood, one of the UHF producers, also produced the famous Rocky with Sylvester Stallone. Fact 75. Al's character George Newman was heavily inspired by the main character of the original version of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. The last name Newman is a tribute to Alfred E. Newman, the signature cover character of Mad Magazine. Fact 76. Several actresses auditioned for the part of Terry, which eventually led to Victoria Jackson. Ellen DeGeneres was one of them. It's okay, we like her better as Dory. Fact 77. During filming, Michael Richards suffered a case of Bell's palsy, a condition that caused half of his face to freeze up. Al told him to still come in and that it might even be better for his character. Luckily, Michael received an acupuncture treatment that cured his symptoms in only 2 days. Fact 78. Ginger Baker, drummer for the legendary 60s band Cream, auditioned for the homeless character asking for change. Baker lost out to Vance Colvick Jr., but luckily, he had other things to do than bum around. Fact 79. UHF opened alongside Batman, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Do the Right Thing, and Lethal Weapon 2 in the summer of '89. Those huge box office hits overshadowed UHF and the movie flopped. The good news is that VHS tape and DVD sales over the next couple of decades made UHF a cult classic. It was released on Blu-ray as a 25th anniversary edition in 2014 with tons of bonus features, and that Blu-ray is available here. Click here for the Weird Al Show, Complete Al, and UHF on DVD, and here for the Weird Al Show and Complete Al on Shout Factory TV. Fact 80. Al took a 3-year hiatus from releasing music after the movie's failure, but when Nirvana broke into the scene, Al came back for more. He got Kurt Cobain on the phone while Nirvana was at Saturday Night Live and got permission to do Smells Like Nirvana, which parodies Smells Like Teen Spirit and pokes fun at Kurt's mumbly singing style. Fact 81. The video, a shot-for-shot remake of Smells Like Teen Spirit, was ranked number 68 on Rolling Stone's top 100 videos of all time. Fact 82. Al's next album, Off the Deep End, mimics the naked swimming baby photo of Nirvana's Nevermind, but instead of reaching for a dollar bill like the baby, Al reaches for a donut. Thankfully, Al kept his little donut out of the shot. Fact 83. Off the Deep End helped Al get back on his feet one more time, going gold within 2 months of its release. It was the best-selling comedy album of 1992. Fact 84. Though Nirvana and most other artists enjoy Al's parody of their songs, some have pushed back against him. Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers said that he didn't like Al's parody of Under the Bridge and Give It Away. He said that the Flintstones-themed Bedrock Anthem was unimaginative. Fact 85. Despite the criticism, the video for Bedrock Anthem was an artistic turning point in Al's career. It was his directional debut and has since directed many of his own videos, as well as videos for Hanson, The Black Crowes, and the John Spencer Blues Explosion. Fact 86. In his own music videos and song lyrics, you can find several references to the number 27. When first asked about it, Al said that he just thought it was a funny number and began to include it more and more as an inside joke with his fans. Fact 87. The beginning of the 21st century was a creative rebirth for Weird Al. Poking fun at the internet became one of his favorite subjects, with songs including It's All About the Pentiums, eBay, Don't Download This Song, and Stop Forwarding That Crap to Me. Fact 88. The internet has also allowed Al's music videos to live on far after the MTV era. He's even begun developing content specifically for online audiences, and his YouTube channel has over 280,000 subscribers. Fact 89. Weird Al has over 4 million Twitter followers and almost 2 million Facebook likes. Fact 90. Al scored his highest charting single in the US in 2006, over 20 years after Eat It put him on the map. White and Nerdy, a parody of Rydin by Chameleonaire featuring Crazy Bone, hit number 9 on the Billboard chart. The single was certified platinum and the ringtone was certified gold. Fact 91. Then, a whopping 31 years after his debut album, Al finally got his first number 1 record with Mandatory Fun. It is the only comedy album in history to debut at number 1 on the Billboard pop chart, showing that people still love weirdness. Fact 92. The album's artwork contains Al's clearest political images. It mimics Soviet Union propaganda posters from the period of 1917 to 1991. Fact 93. But Al is actually wearing a United States military uniform circa World War I and a mashup of various American Navy and Marine Corps medals. Fact 94. Mandatory Fun features parodies of songs by Iggy Azalea, Pharrell Williams, Robin Thicke, Lorde, Imagine Dragons, The Pixies, and many others. Fact 95. With growing popularity, Al branched out into other creative mediums. Besides his own shows, he's also appeared as himself on The Simpsons and 30 Rock and played an 80s version of himself on The Goldbergs. And he played a singing monk on the ABC medieval comedy Gallivant. Al also became the season 5 band leader and co-host of IFC's Comedy Bang Bang in 2016. Fact number 96. His voiceover credits include work on Milo Murphy's Law, Gravity Falls, Wander Over Yonder, Adventure Time, and the DC animated Batman and Robin. Fact number 97. Weird Al also wrote a children's book called When I Grow Up. It spent 6 weeks on the New York Times bestsellers list. Fact number 98. Around the same time, a biography hit stores called Weird Al the Book. Author Nathan Rabin chronicles Al's career and personal life from his early years on. Fact number 99. Believe it or not, the Weird One is a family man. He's been married to Suzanne Krajewski since 2001 and they have a 13-year-old daughter named Nina. They live in Hollywood, California. Fact number 100. As mentioned, Al is a vegetarian. He's said that he tries to go vegan often, but a good cheese pizza is his weakness. Okay, now I want a pizza. Fact 101. Al was inspired to make the dietary change after reading the book Diet for New America, which makes ethical, health-related socio-political arguments for not consuming animal products. Fact 102. Weird Al was a featured performer at George Fest, a night to celebrate the music of George Harrison, paying tribute to one of his musical heroes. He performed Handle with Care alongside Brandon Flowers of The Killers, Wayne Coyne of The Flaming Lips, Britt Daniel of Spoon, and George Harrison's son, Danny Harrison. Fact 103. Al did another Beatles-related tribute during a New Year's Eve celebration when he performed Come Together with Alice Cooper and Aerosmith's Steven Tyler. Fact 104. Despite his busy schedule, Weird Al still finds time to tour. He announced a 78-date national tour in early 2016. Fact 105. Al has always been a positive role model, including the fact that he's never once tried illegal drugs, not even weed, which is impressive since he's lived in Southern California his whole life. Fact 106. Weird Al now records on an iMac computer, a microphone, and a Kurzweil keyboard to make song demos quickly at his own studio. Fact number 107. Al has not been formally recognized by music's biggest institution, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but fans regularly create online petitions in support of Al's induction. And we support that too. Once again, I'm Leo Camacho, and you just finished watching MicDrop's 107 music facts about Weird Al Yankovic. You guys enjoy these facts? Make sure to subscribe because we're bringing you more facts about your favorite musicians every single week. Let us know which artists we should find facts about next, and we'll see you next week.